What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Satisfactory. Oh, I made some changes, let me tell you. Now, I moved the hub up top, and let me show you what I did. Basically, what I have pictured here is this being a roadway. This roadway coming down, of course, and we've got our smelting operation down below. And as you see, I'm moving things up top. Now, what I kind of have in mind here is to have sort of a shopping mall right here. So I'm going to have lots of storage units lined out. And to complete this shopping mall, I'm going to have to do quite a bit of pre-production work down below and start cleaning things up. Now, I did give myself a full tile in between each one of the storage units. That way, if I decide to do something like, you know, loop around to another storage unit on top or do just whatever, I have that option to do it. So I've got plenty of room spread out here. And of course I had a ton of iron plates. It actually looks like the bottom one is finally out, but the top one is still flowing. I'm emptying all these iron plates into these units up top until I'm in a position where I can get rid of the storage units down below. So I'm just going to let that continue to run. Now, obviously, I used a crap ton of concrete, so as I was working on last time, I did get that concrete center automated, and I've got the other one over here. It is flowing up top here now. So, starting off right here on this end, before we do anything directly down below, I've got concrete going into this particular unit. As you see, it is loading up and headed on in. I kind of picture this next one being copper wire. Now, of course, I'm going to have to do something about that setup over there, as right now, I've got no copper wire production, so I'm going to have to get that going right away, and I think I'm going to go ahead and head on over and do that first. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to do a whole lot of work down below to get this set up really the way I want. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to want plates up top. I'm going to want the iron rods up top. I'm going to want some reinforced plates, I'm sure, up top. And then maybe even screws being made separately and sent up. So I want all of these in kind of a shopping mall format right along that ledge where I can continue to expand off of it. Let's head on down and take a look at the copper. Now, an interesting find I had, we all know about the chainsaw and how effective it can be. Well, the chainsaw will take out these big units as well, and they are made of limestone. So you actually get some easy limestone farming if you want to manually snag some, just with a chainsaw off of those big coral-looking things. So let's see, let's head on over. I think I've got everything to set up here, but I'm going to have to yank these out of the ground. Let's go ahead and pick them all up here. And then we're going to have to start things off with a miner MK1. Now, I've got mixed emotions as far as how I want it pointed. I was almost thinking just to point it over, like, this way? And then maybe have the operation, like the smelter right here, and then, you know, the next unit, like maybe over here? So the smelter there, and then the constructor over here. And then that would be easy peasy to belt right over up onto the very top there. So that's kind of what I've got pictured here. I might have to do a little bit of clearing over here too, just to make sure things are squared away. Or, of course, I can always continue to pave the world and just pave a little area over there. So, first things first, we're set up here. Next, we would want to go to a smelter. Now, let's just go ahead and, you know, I'm not going to pretend. I am paving. Let's just go straight across with it. I can chainsaw that tree out of the way later. Well, it didn't go across as I intended. Maybe we can make it a double wide. We're taking up all the space up here. We'll go ahead and just make this a double wide just for giggles. I mean, that's obviously way too much pavement, but I ain't shy. I am going to cover the entire world here with pavement before this is all said and done. So anyway, we would want, what, a smelter up next. Now let's take a look, because remember, this is impure. So we are only going to produce 30 copper ore per minute, which is just awful. But it's what we've got. So we're going to then want to go into a smelter. So let's go ahead and throw a smelter, say, right here. And we'll just go direct into it. Now from the smelter is going to, if I'm making copper ingots, is going to use the 30 per minute. So it's going to be 1-to-1 productivity ratio here, and I shouldn't have any problems with the flow of copper or smelting. Now, of course, we're going to want to come up another notch, and here we want to go with constructors, as, you know, we got to make that copper wire now. So now we've got a constructor here. Let's connect those up. Let's set this bad boy for wire and take a look at it. Now here you see, we're only using 15 copper ingots per minute. However, even with that impure node, we are producing 30. And that is telling me that I need to split it up and have multiple copper producers here. So instead of going like that, we will go with a splitter. We want it to feed from that side, and let's go directly into the splitter. And then up here, we will then set up 2 separate constructors. Turn it around here. Is that right? Yeah, that's, or no, that is not right. There we go. That's the way I want it. Let's put another one. Let's put another one right up here, I guess. We'll kind of spread them out just a little. Why is it not? Or I guess it is placing. Let's see, we can go right there and still have plenty of room to walk through. So then, of course, we can go copper there. And we can go copper here. So now we're set up, we're good to go. All we have to do is power this all up and then run the copper straight across over into that second storage unit. So here we're going to be making copper wire. And we've already got the other one set to copper wire. So now we want to merge these together and then ship it over to our shopping mall. So to merge them together, we're going to go with a conveyor merger. We're going to put it, say, let's go like that. Then we're going to have a belt going into here. We'll have another coming up and going into there. And then we've just got the one belt now. Let's see if we can't stretch it all the way. I don't think it's going to let me stretch it all the way. It might. There's no way it will. Didn't think so. That's a little absurd. So we can go as far as we can with it, actually. Let's just jump down the hill here. We're going to have to put it on something. Let's come over this way with it. We'll go with a conveyor pole here. Maybe. Where we want it. Let's put it here and stretch it up as high as we can get it to there. So now we should be able to go from the merger into the conveyor pole. Awesome. So now we'll just set up one more conveyor pole. I want these to be relatively high up in the air. Can we get one right here? Let's get one here and stretch this one up as high as we can go too. And then we can go conveyor pole to conveyor pole. And then maybe, just maybe, it will let me stretch it over from here. Nah, that's still too far. Alright, well, more conveyor poles. So, part of the deal. Let's see. Oops. That is not how I wanted to do that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And that, we'll put a proper conveyor pole here. Turn it around a little so it's facing the right way. Once again, stretch it up as high as we can get it. I want to have plenty of room to like drive underneath and run underneath and whatnot. So we're going to keep this bad boy completely elevated. Let's go with one more conveyor pole, like say right at the corner over here. Once again, up as high as we can get it. And that is a long, long way, but it gets my copper wire right up to my mall where I want it. And there we go. Now, of course, we just need power. Now, as you see, we've already got our main power line stretched down this way. We've got it feeding over to the limestone over there, and we're going to have to feed it all the way up. However, actually, right now, it seems like we're producing just fine. It's because all this other stuff is turned off. So I'm going to go ahead and power this stuff up and get this copper wire producing. However, I don't have enough power to operate the entire setup right now, so I'm going to need to run bioreactors very, very quickly. The biomass burners, that is. Let's see. We'll go with one right here. And now, can we hit everything? We can't hit everything, so we'll branch off and we'll put... Where do we want it? Let's put it right in here in this dead space. We'll put a pole right here. And we're going to take that one to here, which is going to power both of these machines. And then we're going to get this one going to our smelter. And then last but not least, we're going to have a fourth one going over to our miner. So as soon as that drill engages, we should start seeing the production process start here. And boy, that's a long stretch over there to get this copper wire, but it's going to be nice that it's done and over there and going into my mall. That way I won't have any problems. Let's see, so the copper has begun to flow. Gonna take a little while to smelt it up and put it out, I'd imagine. Nah, it's relatively quick. How many do these take? Let me see. I think it was just one, right? Yeah, one copper ingot is gonna make 3 wires. So we should end up seeing some wire pushing out here pretty darn quick. And since it's making so slowly, I don't think there's going to be an issue with getting it merged together here. We'll have to see. It's actually putting it out at a fairly decent clip. We might have a little bit of problems until, well, it should be making 30 per minute, right? Or it's making 45 per minute. So we are going to have, this belt is going to be jam-packed full. Now, of course, we can remedy that once we can upgrade these belts. However, we can't upgrade the belt yet. So, no remedy for it quite yet. However, give it time, it will make its way over. Now, let's take a look at what we want to do. I said I want bars up there, right? We want rods up there. We want potentially screws up there. We're going to want some reinforced plates up there. And it looks like both of these storage units are finally cleared out. Good news there for sure. So let's go ahead and get rid of these. Get rid of these belts as well. And I'm going to end up just manually using that stuff up there probably, or just stuffing it into another piece of machinery. I'm not sure yet. Can't afford. Alright, so we need to grab a little bit of concrete here. I may have some just right in this storage box. Let's see. Nope, nothing there. But never fear, because we got this mall set up for a reason. So let's just head on over here and grab some. Oh wow, we got quite a bit saved up now. Let's just grab it all. Pave the world once again. Alright, so we got copper wire going here. Let's say we wanted plates. Of course we want... I'm just going to leave this iron here for now. I'll try to consolidate it into one maybe. Wow, pretty full up. Let's see here. Oh, I can't take any more out of there. Good gosh. Full house here. Oh, there's no point. I'll deal with it later. Alright, now, we know before I get anything going down here too intensely, I do need to expand out on the biogenerators and get a little bit more power going to the network. First things first, though, I've got to fill in this hole because it's just driving me insane. And there we go. Now we got a nice, smooth production area to start working with here. We can build it out more, of course. Once we got past this point, I didn't feel the need to stay this elevated. But, you know, I might just do it that way anyway. And continue on down below. So, we now want to make sure that all of these are kicked over to iron. See, that one is on copper. Let's get it on iron. Let's get everything kicked over to iron. Now, remember, I haven't replaced these belts down here, so our efficiency is not going to be optimal. These are all iron now and good to go, right? Iron and iron. Looks like I've got everything split and delivered down there, so I've got a lot of iron ready to go right here. And where do we want to start? I think starting over at this end would be good, and we could go with the plates. Let's get some plates going here. So, I wish I had a chainsaw that tree out of the way, but I didn't. It's there. I'm just going to have to deal with it. So, starting off, let's take a look at plates. Alright, let's see here. Let's turn that around, go about like that. Now, let's see what we're putting out here. Here we are going to produce 30 iron ingots per minute. So, what are plates going to take? Plates are going to use 30 per minute, and it's going to put out 15 iron plates per minute. So, we've got a perfect ratio right here, ready to go with some iron plates. Encroaching others' clearance. Maybe it's a little too close there? Let's see. I bet it's a little bit too close. So, let's just go ahead and sell it. We'll move it out a little bit further here. That's unfortunate. Let's try it right there and see if it works out. Nope, it still won't let me go in. I'd rather have it back anyway, so let me figure out how to make it work here. We can go with a little conveyor pole right there. And then we can just slap this bad boy. I actually want it over to the right a little to save as much space as possible. Let's see, we want it about like that, right? I think that looks pretty good. And then let's run directly into there. So that works out great. Gives us plenty of room. I actually could probably back it up a little bit more, but I'm not afraid to use all this ground space over here. We can easily just foundation all that over. This tree will trigger me the entire episode, I assure you. So, now we need to get the plates from here up to the very top. And let's see, will it let us run them direct? Let's check it out and see. It actually will. So we can run it direct up. Nothing else required to get things squared away. And then we're going to want to think about the power. Now here is our power main coming down. So the first thing we want to do is split off again. Now things are going to get a little wonky over in this area, but I just have to remember that this is the main power line right here. So let's go ahead and split off. How do we want to do it? Let's see, where would we like to put these? Do I have power going to everything here already? I do. So, I mean, I could just go right down here with it. And then probably just stretch over from this pole. I'll probably end up needing to put another break in there somewhere, though. And then let's get this one set. This is going to be making iron plates. No power. I guess I didn't power that up. Or do we not have enough? Oh. Yeah, we went up. We went over the top already. So we got to get this next bioreactor down, biomass burner down. I'm actually going to put down 2, just to give me a little bit of room to play here. Actually, I should put down more than 2. I should put down a whole bunch of them. But let's see. Let's see what I've got the juice for right now. How do we want these facing to? Let's put down 1 here. Actually, you know what? This is actually going to be pretty good like this, huh? Well, there's 3 more. I only wanted 2 more to start. So now we're going to have to think about this setup again. Now I've got what? I've got 3 there, so I could bring that to that, that to that, that to that, and then that to that. And then these are all tied into the network as well, and that will increase our capacity quite a bit. But I just need to get some biomass going in here. So let's see. Let's just grab a couple stacks of it for now. And you know what? Let's just get everything completely full up before we move any further. Let's see. Yep. Let's go ahead and fill all of the stuff and things. This should get me. Wow, I'm going to be out of biomass, but this will be enough to run for probably, I would guess, like an hour of gameplay or close to it. It's going to be a lot of biomass there. And let's crank it all back up and then take a look, and our capacity is now 100. Yet we're using currently 39, so we've got a long way to grow right there. 49. Jumping up to 49, but that is not terrible at all. So let's go ahead and throw that biofuel back in there for now. Just throw that in there for now too, just to save up some space. And we should have things going. Are there plates coming up this path? There are no plates coming up the path. Let's see what is going on down here. Oh, I never powered it. That's a pretty good, good reason right there. Let's go ahead and power up this piece of equipment. And we've got plates being produced and heading on up the path. Alright, now let's go ahead and get a few more storage containers set up top here, and let's get this shopping mall dialed in a little bit more. As close as we can get it. Looks like right there is as close as it will go. We're good to go there, and then of course we should be good to go with getting both of these into the appropriate spot. Let's see. We got one there. And we got one there, so we're good game there. It looks like I'm just going to have to pump this iron down, so what I'll probably end up doing is having this iron just pump way down to here, or maybe even having some raw iron go up top, in case I want to do something else with it up there. I mean, if that's the case, I could just have it going directly into that one. I might have to move these around just a touch. And then now, of course, we are going to need yet more power. So, how do we want to do it? I think the way to go is going to be to power pole it just right in the middle right there. And then we've still got one that we can branch off of that particular T. So let's bring it down. And then go from this power pole to both pieces of equipment. Let's get it set, or it is already set at iron rods. That one is set at iron rods as well, and let's see what kind of power usage. Not bad, really. We've still got quite a bit of room to grow. Obviously, we've got lots of smelters that are yet to engage. That is only 3 smelters worth of stuff. Holy crap, no doubt about it. But we're going to have rods going now. In fact, I may even do another set of rods, as these guys just make kind of slow. 15 per minute. I'm thinking I may split one more time off this next one and do 2 more sets of rods. We're going to have to see. Seems like it would be the thing to do. And then this iron, I'm just going to have to pump down this way. Maybe put it up into the air and create another whole production area over here. And stretch them across. Now, it's messy down here. I mean, the pre-production area is definitely messy, but look at the convenience we got up here for anything we want to craft right here at our mall. We can just run over, grab whatever we need. You know, those iron rods. Or that's the raw iron, or ingots. We got the plates going. We got the copper wire going. And we've got all the concrete going as well. So we're definitely doing pretty good so far. I mean, our mall is far, far, far from complete. You know what? Another thing to do. I got mixed emotions on what to do here with the reinforced now. I feel like I want some screws being made. I feel like another set of iron rods would not necessarily be a terrible thing. I could maybe even have these merged together and then go up into one, and then have 2 others merged together and go up into one. That's a strong possibility as well. This iron will actually be relatively easy just to move down here to relocate. But I'm going to have to pump all that stuff off to somewhere. However, that will do it for this episode. So we got the start of our shopping mall and a nice little pre-production area started and set up. And it's going to look real nice once everything is said and done. So that will do it for this episode, though. Thank you all so much for watching. This one went a little longer than expected, but got lots of good stuff done for sure. So thank you once again, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.